Testing, testing. Hello, YouTube. So we're live on YouTube now as well. We're just waiting on Croncy to hop over to the dark side, our side over here. Thank you, Jacob. I changed the title. I did not realize that I didn't change the title. I thought I hit enter. I probably didn't. So good looks. Hull O. Hull series besides the C are my favorite. I hope they remake the C to make it a longer B. Thoughts? Or fuck it, a layered B. Maybe. Where it's like they stack on top of each other or something. Yeah, the B is just so much easier to use than the C. The C is just... They made this, like, fake-ass auto-loading just because the C. And it's the only ship that takes advantage of it, really, right? So... You would think that they would get rid of that, like, one-off way of loading. So this is just a pre-show. We're going to talk about 4.10, new event coming. The Reco storyline missions, storyline stuff. And then Foundation Festival and Twitch drops and this and that. And I think it's going to be a very short podcast today, about an hour. So I would say we can open up the calls to like whatever you guys want to chat about. Maybe like 3 callers, you know, of the whatever variety. So get in the call list if you want to, quite early. For the people who are subbing for things like the Banu Cube, there are no alerts on this, so I might miss your subs. Croncy might miss your subs. So make sure, or excuse me, I just know that I really appreciate it, and I thank you now, and I will thank you at the end. But I might miss you during the show. Also, I got a lot of subs during this. So if you're considering subbing for the Banu Cube during the podcast, go to Croncy's channel and do it. I got 1,500 subs this week. Go somewhere else. I'm very pleased with how well it's gone. Support the rest of the guys. Obviously, if you want to support me, I'm gonna not telling you not to, like, to just give somebody else money or something like that, but good for me. Yeah, it feels good. It came at a really, really important time for us. Bye, baby. My wife's been out of work for a while, and she starts on Tuesday. So we were like coming to the end of our like bleed out period, and it all came perfect timing, so it's pretty sweet. I hear you, Croncy. What's up, dude?
How we doing?
We're doing.
Thanks for the raid last night. It was very fun. Me and Expat doing thing together. It was dope.
Hell yeah, man. Twitch. Why did it pop up there? Can I accept it there? Yes. Okay. Confirmed. All right, we're sharing chat. And I should be sharing screen with you.
And then yeah, you are. I just need to
switch
to my camera on OBS.
Somebody in Twitch
chat. What the fuck are we talking about this week,
dude? I was just like, I was just like, before you got here, I was just telling everybody it's probably going to be a really short show. So maybe we'll go to like three callers. You talk about whatever you want, like get some shit off your chest, suggest things, whatever for callers wise. But I just figured there was some stuff in the PTU, new Reco storyline missions. I think there's really well done for what works so far. The new event is previewed in the PTU. And then Foundation Festival happened.
Although it had been previewed in a PTU in 4.8 as well, or 4.9, whatever it was.
I did not play any of it though, so this for me is the first time. But yeah. So, and we don't know the rewards.
As per usual, we say we don't have enough to talk about, and then we'll be talking forever.
Yeah, but let's try and keep it to an hour today. I got 3 hours of sleep.
Yep.
So I don't mind. I don't mind if we don't go too long. Hold on, I have you turned way up, but I don't need to have you up that much. So if you don't mind, a little testing for me.
Testing. This is Croncy. This is about as loud as I will get, and this is probably what my regular.
And you go to exactly as loud as I could possibly get, so that's good.
Lovely.
That was like I nailed it. I got lucky.
I need to I put all of my mic filters and stuff just through OBS. I need to do it before OBS so that it also affects Discord and stuff. I need to do that at some point.
I mean, listen.
I have the ability to, I just haven't.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, if you have the Elgato software or the Beacon software, and if you don't, and you're considering any upgrade to your streaming aspect of your setup, this is for everybody listening.
Yeah. Because I do have
recommend.
This, so yeah. I agree, 100%.
Highly recommend, because it's super. How would I describe it?
It's very intuitive. It's very
simple.
It's very simple, very useful in many
automated
ways. It's good.
All that stuff.
I just don't use it enough because in my head I'm but I've already got the perfect voice through OBS. I don't want to have to redo those settings again.
Yeah, of course. All right, you ready for intro?
Mentioned it,
oh, go ahead. Yeah, 100%. Sorry.
Well, you could start the thing. I was just gonna say someone mentioned. Oh wait, is YouTube up?
Yeah. I got everything going.
Yeah, cool.
We're good.
Someone mentioned the last one. I was like, oh man, Croncy's voice is really terrible. I was like, well, on my stream it's fine, but that's because I've only got all of those filters and stuff going through one section.
Sure. Yep. And if that's the thing with me though too, is if I have a setup and it works, I don't want to change it. Exactly. Do you know how long it took me to switch to streaming from the GPU and not the CPU?
Oh really?
Yeah, because I was just that's how everything is. And it was the first time we did the sitcom live stream with Level Cap. He was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, okay. Because we were trying to do everything and stream to I was trying to stream to him and me, and it wasn't working. And he was like, bro, just stream from the GPU, and then everything worked fine. So yeah, it was really dumb. Okay. I'm going to put the intro on. It's your intro this week.
Hell yeah.
30 seconds. $15. And I got to laugh at this guy in the chat. Your chat.
Yeah.
10.
Oh, 7-star citizens, welcome back to Answer the Call, your weekly call-in show and podcast about anything and everything Star Citizen related with the lovely SaltEMike and the less lovely Croncy. How are we doing, Mike?
I've never been described as that before, so that was interesting.
That's
I'm doing
a shame,
good.
Mike.
I'm lovely.
You should be described as lovely a lot more, okay?
I agree.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't happen. So I don't know why, but it doesn't happen. No, man, I'm good. Hard to be bad when Twitch drops, and they went well for everybody, I assume. But
it's been going well for everyone. You crushed it day one. God damn. Those numbers were crazy.
Yeah, so I was saying before you got here, I was like, guys, if you're considering subbing, anybody you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube later, if you're watching on Twitch now and you guys are considering subbing, I'm good. You guys, I'm good. Croncy's streaming right now. Gift Croncy the subs, all right? Because I have gotten way more than I deserved. So,
which also somehow Testatastic 5 gift subs right when you said it.
Yeah, exactly. So
immediately.
If you want your Banu cube that does absolutely nothing, which way too many of you guys wanted it, I was so surprised. Yeah, gift a sub to Croncy. We're good. Oh yeah, somebody
But
in
also
chat,
watch 4 hours of stream. Get you guys
check this
your
story
skins.
out. This is kind of
Yep.
crazy. So I go live yesterday and I'm streaming and I'm just getting a sub like every minute or two. And it's like random letters and numbers gifted a sub to you.
Love it.
Next one, random number, letters and numbers gifted a sub to you. It was like a robot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? And then one of my org mates did a little sleuthing, and somebody or a number of people are selling accounts on like eBay or something with all of the Twitch drops on them. So they're spending the $5 to get the cube and then selling the account for X amount. I don't know. I didn't even see the price. I got a screenshot of it, not a link or anything. I should actually ask for the link.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I was getting a sub like every 4 or 5 minutes, something like that yesterday.
Yeah.
It happened for like maybe an hour or two. I would say it was like 30 subs.
What if they're EU accounts and then they refund it within is it 16
You
days or something?
can't.
No, there's the new thing.
You can't.
No, legally, Twitch have to let you now if you're in the EU.
Not for gifted. Gifted says all gifted are final.
Is it not? I'm fairly sure it's for gifted as well.
I thought it was too, but everybody was looking and they were like, gifted subs are final. And I was like, okay. I was assuming it was going to get refunded too. But yeah. So,
but also that's crazy. That's such a
but is it? Like, think about it for a second. The Star Citizen community is filled with the most insane human beings that like, yeah. Also, that link literally says English US. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not so much that. The it's scalping. Weirdly enough,
yes,
it's kind of scalping. But it's just such a weird thing to do that for.
Yes,
it feels like bro, go buy a Pokemon booster. Like you don't need to do that to them.
They wouldn't do it.
That's wild.
If people didn't buy it, right?
Or
if there wasn't a market for it, people wouldn't do it.
I will say that's probably more likely than the other one of like they've got enough money to try it to see if it works.
True. You know? I mean,
but yours is probably more likely.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But then yeah, the hilarious thing is the cube can't be gifted, so they actually have to sell the whole account, which is why they're doing it that way.
Which also means the account's gonna have nothing but a Banu cube on it.
Yeah, like I get it if you on all of those accounts you also did like all the resource drive, all the and you're like all those things that you missed and that you couldn't get and you don't want to work for or whatever. Like here's these things and people selling those. Like I could see that. But yeah, and I see some of you guys gifting Croncy some subs. So yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
normally we wouldn't call those things out, but yeah, since there's people over on YouTube, maybe you didn't know about it and you want to come over to Twitch. You could do that, but
at least get your addles. You got to get your addles.
True. Yeah, which is watching 4 hours or whatever, and you get your Foundation Festival skin. But what have you been up to since we last talked?
So I've played a little bit more this week than I previously have, like in previous weeks, and a lot of that has to do with Siege. Been loving some Siege. What else was this week? Oh, it's the new Riftbound set has come out. So there's been lots of testing for that. Because god damn, this game is so much fun. And hopefully the deck that I settle on for tomorrow is going to be at least half good. We've got like a semi-large tournament coming up in a couple weeks' time that I'm preparing for.
Okay.
So yeah, that's been my week. How about yours?
I went into an account that I haven't played on. So it was mostly I must have played on it for a little bit with my org mates because I had one of the Volt guns. I had a Volt gun skin or blueprint and something else. So some armor that so like I must have played on it. But besides that, it was completely wiped. And I was like, I need to try and make this game fun because like obviously we talked about how well I did with the drops. Like I was going to try and take advantage of this situation. We talked about it last week. It
Yeah.
was one of the only times CIG is ever going to do anything that financially benefits me. So I'm going to try and take advantage of it or whatever, right?
Which also the second time for the year. It's just this was the first time that sub was involved.
Yeah, sub
for
was
one
the
of
thing.
rewards. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, all right, I'm going to play on this alt on live and just try and do something I always try and do and usually run into a wall and get frustrated by. And that's like everything, not solo self-found, but everything needs to be self-found in the game. Like this is the account I want to play on. It only had an Aurora. Like I'm sure you deal with the same thing where like your account and your ASAP terminal is filled with a bunch of like referral rewards that you don't use and what is it called, loaners and things like that. And I'm like, I'm sick and tired of that account. It's super annoying. So let me start fresh and only have the things that I want, and I can do that by earning them in the game. And I did that all week. I started with an Aurora. I now have a Hull A, and I earned the Golem through Reco. And now I'm kind of working through and mining and crafting some things. I just got the CQ7 blueprint. I'm going to build that, and I'm going to get, some attachments and things like that. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm recording all of it. And maybe like I turn these like hundreds of hours into a YouTube video one day. I don't know. But I'm giving myself the option to do that. But in the end, like dude, I put a quantum travel timer on my stream and like showed how much time like is being wasted. And it's like, it is hard to play this game. It's really hard sometimes. But like even without the bugs, but but at the same time, I'm having fun with it. So yeah. So that's what I was.
It's one of those things I always like to remember of like when something new is annoying me, something that hasn't annoyed me in the past, it's likely because some bug has been fixed and it's now revealing a feature that is like poorly done or something like that.
Yes. I was explaining that to somebody today. It was like, Star Citizen is like the best game ever when it works. And I was like, I get what you're trying to say, but if like you take that statement literally, that is the most untrue thing that can be. Because like if you really think about all the stuff that's missing from Star Citizen, if everything worked, it would just expose that there's a lot missing, a lot more missing than feels like right now. But
yeah, should we touched on it a little bit, Reco Battaglia. Should we jump into 4.10 and all the PTU stuff, because Reco got added this week into it, and that was one of the things I tried to do a lot yesterday because I was very excited for.
Kind of broken.
First thing,
kind of works.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll get into because it was very broken for me.
It mostly worked.
I had no idea this was going to be instanced. And I'm kind of glad it is. Like it
makes sense.
Only in the terms of like, I'm glad that there's more than one thing in this patch that's using instancing, right? So you get to test it on like the large scale with Siege, and then you also get to test it on like the small scale with interacting with the mission giver. And that's kind of cool because you can also now imagine, well, cool, you bring back Techia and you instance her. You bring back. You go Constantine Hurston's office is like a perfect place for instancing. It feels like that's like, super easy to do. I think.
True.
And I have a feeling
Grimhex as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of those places where it's like those things just make sense to be instanced because the only thing you are doing there is interacting with the NPC, right?
Did you have the guy
amount of
floating?
Problems that can happen when multiple. I didn't have a guy floating, no.
There's a guy to my left that's just floating. See him?
Yeah. So
this is me just trying to get her to trigger, by the way.
Yes. I could not get her to trigger a bunch of times, just no matter what. I was able to just start the first mission.
Okay.
And actually do the mining for the first mission.
Okay.
First off, love that they give you a loner prospector. That's awesome. It means new players can get into mining really easily. Did the mining, and then on my way back, it all broke. The mission wouldn't update when I got back to Levski. I did get the voice line of like someone's been ambushed or whatever. But then it still just said, come back to Levski. And then when I went there, nothing happened. And then every time I attempted it after that, she would not talk to me.
So I don't know if it was broken. You have to get out of QT on your way to Levski for it to work. Did you do that? Did you
Like in the
drop
middle
out?
of
Yeah.
QT?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Why would I do that?
Well, I don't know, 'cause it doesn't tell you
Yeah.
to. Somebody in my chat told me to. So I get out of QT and boom, there's the mission update.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I had the same experience where I was quantum traveling to Levski because it tells you to go to Levski, and then
Yeah, so you go to Levski.
somebody was like, drop out and it'll update. And I was like, oh, okay. Um, and then it updates, and if you're like grinding rep for her and you go and do the caterpillar mission, that's the next mission.
Right.
So you just do that again.
Yeah.
But look, she
But it's a
eventually
tutorial
talks to
mission,
me, which
basically.
is, it took forever, but
Yep.
she eventually talked to me. It was pretty scuffed, but it worked. So like, here's the mining stuff. Like we talked about, it's just mining. You scoop and it updates.
Very basic stuff. Yep.
Very, very simple. But then, yeah, here's the go to Levski, and then somebody tells me to drop out. Hopefully the timing of it is decent. Yeah, look. So somebody goes, drop out of QT. I drop out, boom, there's the update. And it's like, how do you know to do this? The game doesn't tell you to. So hopefully they update that or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully that's just like a mission. Because like I assume you also got the audio like
to go to
cue
Levski
of like this is happening. Yeah, but like there is someone being ambushed.
Yes.
And so hopefully it's just an issue of like the mission like queue not updating or whatever. And it should tell you to drop out somewhere or whatever.
And this is like the tiniest spoiler of all time. The mission is voice acted. So it's the same thing that we've been doing, but they voice acted it, and it was really, really well paced, I thought.
Okay.
Like, Recco talks to you, the people who are stuck and hiding in the command module are talking to you.
Ah, sweet.
And
very cool.
yeah, and it's like it was, I thought it was really, really, really well done in terms of how they did this for like a intro mission. There was, I mean, the server I was on was horrible. Like doors weren't opening and stuff. And the AI just kind of stood there. But for the most part, it went really, really well from that standpoint. So nothing but positives to say. The only negative thing I would say is I wish they never showed this mission in 4.9. So this was the first time that you played it. And I think it would have made the voice acting
like the like regular 4.9 version.
Correct.
Just not available. Yeah.
Yeah, until after they did this, because they would have made this really nice, but maybe they wanted to test it or whatever. So yeah, in general, I thought it was nice. It was a nice mission. It worked well or whatever. But yeah, like there's the guy talking from the cockpit and
the command module.
Yeah, now telling me to, hey, can you fix our drive before you leave or whatever. And then he tells you to leave and stuff like that. So like the mission makes more sense with the story on top of it. So that was cool. And then after this, it breaks. Like there's no third mission for me. I couldn't figure out how to get it.
I thought this was the third mission. No, this is the first mission still.
I don't think so based on what I read on Spectrum this morning. Because it was like mining, boarding, and then there was something else listed. So they listed three things.
The way that you've talked about it, this pops during the first mission. And then the second mission is supposed to be removed. It's not currently working.
Yeah, it's either it's either second or third. I'm not 100% sure.
At least in patch notes it says second mission.
Okay.
So
well, it says second mission's broken, but now it's not broken. I don't know.
Mission 2 has been disabled in tonight's publish, and then there wasn't was there another publish after that one?
Yes, I believe so.
There was. Okay.
So yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if it is or if it isn't. But regardless, if it's anything like the first and second or the first, it's probably going to be pretty nice to have experienced or whatever. So, like what were your thoughts on the mining one? Because it was an entry level, like this is how you mine kind of thing, sort of. And I thought it was like decent. I guess
they got into some of it without, but they like. This is the kind of one where it's like they say, "Cool, you need to mine," and then she like voice acts, "Hey, now you need to extract." Cool, all that sort of stuff. But you should also make sure that like I think Star Citizen has a problem of displaying tooltips at the incorrect times and all that sort of stuff. Like that right then like when she says, "All right, we need you to crack it." Tooltip about what like the red bar means, the green
The
bar
green
means, right?
zone. Yeah.
Hey, you've done it. Now you need to extract. Tooltip about like
What button do you press to
whatever.
switch the laser? And then
Yeah.
yeah.
So that stuff probably needs to be just like touched up. But otherwise, yeah, I think it was a solid introduction to mining, but also as someone who's been mining since started playing the game. So
Yeah.
that part seems solid at least.
Yeah. So I don't have much to add to that. It is what it is. Other Foundation Festival stuff. Have you done any guide things? I hear the guide system's broken during the
Nah.
Foundation.
All I noticed is that the launcher was working in terms of actually showing guides, but that's about it.
Yeah, they updated the launcher to show, which is
Yeah.
honestly a very nice touch, to be honest. But I hear the guide system is broken. That like people are trying to get because the skin is kind of cool, right? I think the skin for the new Aurora is cool looking. I think the armor looks pretty cool. So people are trying to go for it, and then they can't because it's not like tracking correctly or whatever, which was just quite funny. So maybe they'll offer those skins in a different way if it doesn't work. Like Spicy in Twitch chat says, I finally got the guide stuff working this morning. So
Yeah.
interesting. But you said you did a lot of Siege, so you're still doing Siege over and over again, or what's the deal?
Yeah, so I ran
a long time.
I think off stream and on stream I ran it another 4 times this week.
Good servers.
One was servers, but fine. Not particularly great, not particularly terrible.
Okay.
But like one of the best things was like yesterday when you raided in, we had a group of myself, Expat, Sandig, and Herbie. And the server we were on was packed. So you actually go to like just outside where the instance was, and there was like 30 people getting in elevators.
Yep.
Right? And so like that showed to me when we then went in, and first off, the instancing worked. Cool. And then like the encounters all worked. We had one set of problems, which we think we may have caused, which when you get into the Icties in the second platform, right after we started getting the Icties, there was like a server error loop that kept happening. And then when we were able to get out of the Icties, no more server errors happened, and no more crashes happened. So it may have been related to that. It felt a little bit too coincidental not to be. But otherwise, everything was fine. Like the fact that presumably dozens of instances were running at the same time, and the entire server wasn't completely on fire. Like that's what I expect from Star Citizen. I expect the entire server to be on fire when that happens, and that didn't. So it's like the instancing tech seems to be working. And I'm impressed by that a lot. Also, the NPCs were reacting. Once again, the behaviors are still a bit dodgy, but they were reacting. With the very exception of the final boss, who I don't think was desynced or anything like that.
Was he?
I think it was a behavior problem.
Out?
No, he was just kind of aiming, but like they were. I had died already, but I was watching the other guys finish the boss off. Where he was aiming would have just been shooting the ground, so he wasn't shooting, but then he wasn't moving to hit them. But like if one of them moved up off the stairs, he moved. So that sounds like a behavior problem more than anything else.
Yeah.
And when he was on the sides, he was behaving perfectly, right? He was doing all the stuff he was supposed to do. So that might be a weird AI thing, not sure. But yeah, I am impressed with the tech. There are so many bugs that need to be fixed, but the instancing tech seems to be working. After last week where we couldn't even get through the doors and stuff, I was really surprised. So that part of it, I'm into. Let's see what you can do with it.
Yeah, I'm still like, my experiences unfortunately haven't been the best. Like, I haven't played it that much, so I don't want to speak on it too hard. But the like, my server was at 6 FPS, and the AI were Star Citizen AI, and I'm not experiencing anything new and improved.
Yeah,
in that sense. So that's what I'm looking for. Is like, this should be something where eventually it should feel new and improved. It's not the end of the world that it doesn't feel that way right now, but that's like what I'm looking out for. And until that happens, I'm not going to be like, this is great, So
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm switching to my med gun and it's turning into a sniper rifle, like in an instance, and
Yeah,
I'm by
I had some
myself. I'm the only one
I
in
had
the
some
instance.
yeah.
Like,
I had
come
some
on.
issues with similar sort of stuff with that today, which I don't think that is server related. I think that is bugs more related to just like just character bugs, just regular character bugs. Because when it was happening to me today, it was more like I kept dropping my weapon over and over and over again. It wouldn't let me swap and whatever. But the NPCs were running around. They were flanking me. They were being aggressive and whatnot. I was just unable to do anything because of like other bugs. So obviously, still all stuff that needs to be fixed. But
Yeah,
it just it at least showed me that the main part of the tech in some way was working, and it means that they can do a lot more stuff with it. The experience is still unfortunately spoiled by other things, but that's something I'll take. Like if this was original Siege, if the bosses were spawning, we'd be like, holy crap, it's working. You know, like so much of that stuff feels like it is unaffected now. All of them had
that's
their key
true.
cards. All of the elevators were working. All of the
The
trams were working. The
the bar
cutscenes were
is
triggering, right?
the bar
The
is
bar is
so
so low,
low. It's
but it's
so
like they
low.
beat it. But they beat it, Mike. That's the thing.
The bar.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the bar is so low, but we're also still used to that bar not being low enough and constantly falling
Yeah,
through.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like, well, instancing may have fixed that main problem, and they may be able to make more content like this and bypass a lot of those other issues. Cool. Now fix my character, sniping himself in the arm and all this
Yeah.
other stuff that's going to happen regardless of server performance and all that stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that. I mean, I'm trying to think of other 4.10 stuff. Oh, there's a new event that's
Mhm.
coming called, oh, I can't remember the name of it now. I can look at the patch
It's like help
notes.
Orison or something. It's
Oh, of course it's the only, nope, here it is probably. No, of course it was the only patch that I didn't click on for some reason.
Orison Relief. Yeah.
Yeah, Orison Relief. There you go. It is the like resource drive Molina mold blueprint of an event where you like cargo haul stuff in, do a couple missions. But the big one is you craft something. I don't remember the name of what you craft. I don't know what it takes to craft it because those missions aren't working right now. So that's like the only change that's kind of cool, maybe. And it's quite a big track. Like I did one pretty decent quantum jump of a cargo haul mission, and it gave me 8,000 points, and you need 288,000 points to finish. So my assumption is you could share it with your party. So you'll be able to share it with buddies and finish it quite quickly. And you're going to want to, because like with all these events, if you don't finish it in the first day to week, you might not finish it because those missions might get worse and worse and worse. So try to do it as quickly as you can if you do care. So yeah, I checked that out and I looked at, what missions were available, and I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Like I'm gonna jump in and do it. You're gonna have your concurrency numbers or whatever, because you're gonna get me and many other people, but doesn't mean I'm gonna have an amazing time doing it, I guess. We've done
this is
like the fourth time. It's like, all right.
It's a little different, obviously, just because it's like, hey, here's a blueprint that you need to make stuff with that's specific to the mission. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it's also, so this was all tested during 4.9 PTU.
Yeah.
And then when Siege got pushed, this obviously got removed because the whole idea is this is because of this new content, right?
With Siege.
It's all Xenosaga related.
Thoughts on this? Jared, so Morph went on Twitter and was like, Siege of Orison is the best event ever. I don't agree with him at all, but that's besides the point. And Jared goes under the comments and says, by the way, this is not an event. Siege is going to be here permanently. My first thought was like, what? That is so stupid. That was my first thought. Because, like, Crusader would never allow, or the UEE or whatever, like, this would never happen in real life, like, permanently
Yeah.
holding that much space or whatever on a platform. But then I obviously, like, took a second and was like, well, if the UEE or anybody knew that there was a giant space laser above Daymar that could shoot a hole in the ground and spawn the most valuable gems that exist in the world,
they'd probably
eventually
be
somebody
using
would,
it.
they would be using it. It wouldn't be like, decrepit or whatever.
Abandoned and stuff,
Abandoned
yeah.
is the word that I'm actually looking for. Thank you. And then, same thing with the irradiated Valakar, same thing with Rockbreaker, same thing, like if these things, obviously these things would exist.
Yeah,
Not in
it's
the
exactly
same way.
the same. It's exactly the same.
Like, it's
I
a
wouldn't maybe
video
compare
game.
it to Hathor, because I think the whole purpose is like it is just barely not profitable enough for them to continue using it, which is why it's abandoned. And then we use it because, well, we're not a multi-trillion-dollar industry or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
we need those gems or whatever. But like comparing it to Valakar or the facilities makes a little bit more sense, because those are story-driven
Yep.
activities. It's like, wait, I'm doing it again. This doesn't what? It's fine. I think because it is it's the most story interactive one. Like we're
There's a lot of voice
interacting with
acting.
Mendo. Yeah, there's a lot of voice acting. Mendo's talking to us constantly. That's like makes it maybe feel a little bit weirder when it's like, I've killed you so many times. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? But
ASD
the
too.
content is
Another one, right? Where you
exactly
redo it.
exactly. But the content is too like detailed and too fleshed out, I guess, to not be available all time. If you only have this available for like a few weeks or something, that sucks for the guy who joins right after and is really into FPS gameplay. Though I will say, the one exception to that rule is Hitman with its elusive target things. They do unique content like once every few months, where if you fail the contract, you never get to play it again. Uh, it's kind of cool, but I don't think
Maybe
they should
one
do that,
day.
just for reference.
Maybe one day, like when the game's released, but obviously
Yeah.
we need to be able to replay and stuff now. But
Yeah.
another thing is quantum fuel rebalance that happened
Yeah, I heard
in the
about
last
this.
patch. I was able to get quite far. I think I flew from Orison to Levski without refueling in a Gladius, and you would not be able to do that in the past.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good. I just barely got there, but
because
I got there.
that's like a 50 gigameter jump, and then like a
10,
30.
12,
So
something like that. No, it's quite short from
yeah.
Stanton. But
that's for something that's small though. That's very long.
yeah, not bad. And then apparently, the bigger ships are really fast now and things like that. So they might have made some decent improvements. It's all done on the quantum drive side. So if you guys are looking at like SP viewer, don't look at the ship, look at the quantum drives. And
Makes sense actually. I went on a Corsair today and did that exact same jump, and I lost maybe a tenth of my fuel.
There you go. Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's also that too, is that they're redoing how much fuel you're using and stuff. So I think they're hearing feedback on that, because remember how much drama there was around the quantum fuel things,
Yeah,
and I think 4.9 PTUs and stuff. So yeah, like I think we see it at GQ in chat is saying like the VK00, which was like kind of a go-to for a while, is now really bad because I guess it's super fast but consumes a lot, where the middle ground ones are back as the better ones that are like kind of fast but also don't consume too much. So I don't know the details on it, but it is something, if you guys want to check it out, you can. If it's something you guys want to call in about, you can. Virgil, regular on the podcast, especially on days that like you're not able to make it, was really bummed apparently. So there's you know how when you switch from SCM to nav and back, like there's that delay to get back to SCM. That delay is like gone again for some reason. So like shields are coming back up immediately, and it's really like
Like way too fast. Yeah.
breaking PvP. So along with these changes that are positive, there's a huge negative for the PvP community. So I figured I'd bring that up as well. And the only thing I would say to that is we've already done this. We've already tried these things. You're trying things that we've already tried and said are shit, and you're doing them again. Please stop doing this. This is like the third time in the last like month or two that things that have already been tried are being tried again just to find out that they're shit. I don't get that part. But I know it's like new people involved in the flight, but that's a big problem. It's like, yeah. So yeah, that's all of 4.10 now, I think, covered.
It was a slow week. It was another no video week. It was a no articles week. We have some of these. The one that we're about to have, we're gonna get a roadmap. We're gonna get a monthly report in the next 2 weeks. So like we're gonna have a bunch of stuff. It's just like a week, but
will we have
still
a
no
bunch
video
of
content?
stuff?
Is kind of crazy.
Is it though? I did a video on it. I doubt you watched it. Like, because why we talk like, so why would you? I watched 10 Pound 42's video about the lack of video content, and he's kind of, guessing it's this thing, it's that thing. Will Ali save us? And I think it's really obvious, and it was never really mentioned in his video. I think it's pretty obvious, like Jared / Ali / marketing team / video team, whatever's going on with the Squadron 42 event is probably priority right now across the entire company. The game itself and whatever this event is, right? It's the lull that we would get for CitizenCon every year. I don't know how big this event is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know anything about it. My assumption is that they want to do something that's involving the video content if Jared's involved. So they're probably working on that. That's one thing. And then the other thing is this year largely has been underwhelming in terms of features and content and fun and cool shit that we were used to seeing for years on ISCs. And the other thing is at the moment you're done with one patch, the next one's in the PTU, you already know everything. So it wouldn't even be that interesting. Like, no matter what video they post, you would complain about it. It would if he posts a video, you would complain that it's shit because you already know everything. And if he doesn't post a video, you're going to complain that it's shit too. So like, I'm not for defending Jared for anything. But in this case, I don't know how you can't defend the situation. What's he supposed to do?
I feel like even if you compare it just to like last year's video content, there was a lot of stuff right out of the gate that got added, right?
Yeah.
So like we had just gotten Pyro. There are so many things to cover with Pyro. They
Hathor right after that.
Smashed Hathor, CZs. They smashed
and this was new.
A bunch of different events.
We
had like an event every month, right?
Yeah, the content idea was a new thing too.
Yeah.
So it was like us like learning about that, getting used to it, being surprised every couple of months by something new. So he always had something. Now it's every month.
Yeah.
And it's like this year is way less exciting because maybe we're used to it. And also, I mean, I feel like this year is way too heavy on the sales stuff and way too light on the like Hathor level exciting. Wicklow got introduced, like the game changing levels of stuff. The thing that was supposed to be game changing was supposed to be item quality, crafting, and those honestly just were fucking horrible. They're not fun. They dropped
and
in
even
a really
then, they still had
shitty
like
way.
3 or 4 videos about them. Like they did still get the content. So.
They did what they could with it, and they dropped it in a really shitty way, so they can't talk that much more about it.
I guess like if you're Jared right now, and you can't really do much video about Squadron because you're waiting on stuff. You can't do.
You got to do
lots of videos about tech because tech isn't as interesting, right? Like if you can't do like 5 videos about instancing, you know? So like what content are you doing? Well, it's like obviously you're doing the ship content. It's easy. It's every month.
It's every minute.
The teams are available, right? So that one's easy, sure. What other content are you making? And the stuff that I would still like that they just haven't really done in the last 2 years is the sprint reports. but like I feel like that those devs are probably getting held back by Squadron. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? And it's the same for SCL. Maybe those devs are being held back by
Yeah,
Squadron. But like, if for me, it's like if people aren't happy about something, SCL, let's talk about it. Like, I
yeah.
think that's easy content, but also CIG doesn't like to talk about the things people are mad about. They tend to want to talk about the things everybody's happy about. So I don't know.
Yeah, like you don't want to do a weekly show where it's just complaining. That's called Answer the Call, available right now on your YouTube.
I got you.
um,
I got
I
you.
will say I've heard lots of people be like, what is Ollie even doing? We're not getting content. That I think is stupid. He's been
It's
with the company for like
ridiculous.
3 or 4 weeks, and like they actively said there won't be like an increase in the amount of it by Ollie. So like any impact he's going to have, we might see soon, but it's not. I very much doubt it's going to be game changing.
Also, everything he said publicly was like, everything I'm going to be doing is not on the camera.
Yeah, yeah. So
guess what he's doing? Like, they hired him.
I would have liked to see him on the camera, but
They hired him for this. Me too, of course. They hired him for the Squadron 42 shit. Like, got him in there. Let's go. We need some help for this, and there you go. I'm assuming that's what this is.
But also probably just like some of these types of videos, not the ones that have released recently, but some of the old types of videos would require some like storyboarding and some organization, and that presumably Ollie would be a part of.
I think it's just we need to get these behind the ships out, guys. The next ship is coming out.
I'm just bored, CRG. Give me stuff to watch. I want to watch some videos.
True.
I don't care what it is.
In the end, that's what our issue is we're bored.
Yeah.
And you know what that's telling? It's all comes full circle. It all makes sense. Like, exactly. It's the game isn't good enough to keep us on board. So we want video content to keep us on board. But the game is so boring that he can't make video content for it. So we're bored. So it's like, it's all the same thing. But sneak peek came out. Another ship sale, boys.
Yeah.
Wow, so exciting. I don't know anything about the leaks of this. Kruger Stingray. We know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be. I don't necessarily care that much.
And the caption is "Feel the Sting" as well, which is like the like well done whoever came up with that caption for the Stingray.
What do you think it is? I guess
race. Oh no,
you want it to be racing, but it won't be.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't
maybe there'll be a variant?
Technically racing.
Technically, yeah.
Usually the Merlin's better, but yeah.
Is it racing or is it luxury?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, they're showing us the engines. It surely go fast. I don't know. I have no idea.
What do they have? 2 light fighters? A medium, a heavy, maybe. I don't think we're gonna get a Kruger hauler or mining ship or anything like that. I mean, I would love it.
Yeah, no. I think they will very much stay. I don't think we'll ever get anything bigger than a light fighter.
But then what would they do?
Probably another variant of the Wolf or something. I don't know.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Some people are saying bombers. I feel like everybody's like leaked it and they know what it is, so maybe that's what it is.
I don't know if it has been leaked, honestly.
A Kruger version of the Firebird, like a stealth missile boat.
Missile boat
might be cool.
I'd love it if they made missiles fun.
Yeah, true.
That is one thing, right? Like, I loved coming from other nondescript space MMO. Is I love the idea of missile boats. And there was like one patch where missile boats were so much fun. It was like right after 3.14 when they changed how missiles worked.
Mm-hmm.
Tons and tons of fun, and then I've just never had fun with them ever again since.
Yeah.
That thing in the center, in between the engines, is that not like landing gear or something? That's why I'm saying it's going to be small,
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Anyway.
I can't tell. I don't even know if these are engines. What if it's like exhaust or something?
lasers. Wait, I've got it. So we've been talking about the laser weapons a little bit that they
Okay.
chucked 12 of on the Odin. And then they gave the Tiburon the laser weapon. Light fighter with a small laser weapon.
Why?
Because it's fun. It's a cool weapon type. They need to use it more.
I don't think that would be fun, but if it's this, we'll find out if it's fun or you got to try it to find out if it's fun or not, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah, 100%.
I'm thinking I would hate that, but my aim is really bad. I feel like for the aimers, the aim gods, it might be fun.
Yeah.
But I would have a horrible time
for the real
with it.
tryhards where their crosshair never leaves the target once, it'd be
Bro,
insane.
I mean, Fight or Flight's coming up. I saw that. I saw a tweet about that.
Yeah.
Like for people to sign up for Fight or Flight. So if you guys are PvPers and you haven't done that, it's a 3v3 tournament. It's so cool. It made me think about just like watching. That is I never miss that tournament. I love watching that, and it's because of that, dude. You just watch people that are just
they're cracked,
insane at the game, and it's one of the things where Star Citizen definitely does and could have the potential for like esportsy type things if they just had better servers and so on and so forth, and fix some bugs. It like could be there as far as the ship combat goes, because you can consume it and be like, wow, that guy's good, and I think that's very important for that aspect, right? I'm trying to think of what else we got before we move to calls.
I don't think we have anything.
There was a roadmap, but we covered everything. That's in the roadmap.
It was just everything. It was just everything in the patch, right? Yeah.
Foundation Festival we already covered. Patches we did. Just making sure. I found Ship Showdown.
Yes.
So we could like very quickly talk about this. This is
hashtag Team Mole.
Team Mole.
Always Team Mole.
Who would I be on?
The Mole.
The Moth
has never gotten its deserved top 8. Never. And this is the year. 100%.
Okay, fair enough. I like the Moth. I feel like I like salvage ships more, and it's like the perfect salvage ship, like the perfect middle ground where like you could be a solo, maybe you could bring some friends, but the ship itself sucks. Unfortunately, it's like bugged and stuff. But I wish it was good. But no. So this Ship Showdown thing is the phase 1. So if you guys are unfamiliar with this is where CIG tries to get you guys to go on social media and talk about Star Citizen more. That's what this is honestly trying to do, is like just getting you guys to type Star Citizen in social media more and talk about your favorite ship. And then CIG doesn't listen to any of that stuff and then puts their own favorite ships in for a round of 16. And then we vote on them. And then that's where we probably actually get to have a say in what goes on, right? And then we all yell at each other because somebody chose a ship that isn't good at anything, and then people get mad because they don't want to paint for it, but they're getting to paint for it because there's always one.
Look, Ship Showdown is the one time a year we get to get angry at each other instead of CIG. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, that's the other reason why they do it, so we're yelling at each other more.
Look, I really enjoyed last year's top 4. Actually, I feel like them, because last year was the first year where they changed it into types. Where it was like, instead of it being 16 carracks and like those types of ships, they actually had to fight a little bit.
All massive ships, like it was what it usually was. There was never a small ship in it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad they did that. So I'm curious what's going to happen this year. Polaris has been going crazy the last few years.
That's out 100%.
Yeah.
Perseus is probably going to replace it.
Surely, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, the Raylan came out this year. That's going to be available as one of the options.
Mm-hmm.
The Wolf isn't it? Actually, was the Wolf?
It might have been available last year, but it doesn't mean that it won't do well this year.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else might really kill it. Like, yeah, do you want to try and call a Final Four right now? I don't think we can because you don't even know what's on the list or what's not.
Oh yeah, if the Idris isn't banned. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna
Hold on.
say okay. So you've got
Hold on. Let's look at the list because like, let me
yeah.
scroll in it
Look at the
because
list.
these are the options that they're gonna go down. So
So
we can
because you know it's
kind
going to
of
be
guess.
2 from each of these, right? And then they fight. So
Yeah,
for Freighter, it's probably going to be the Raylan, and
Raylan
then
Hull B. I mean, they killed it on the Hermes this year. They killed it on haulers.
no, Ironclad.
Ironclad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would say Raylan Ironclad, and I think Ironclad wins that hands down.
Yeah.
100%.
But where is
I
it?
don't think Ironclad
Is
gets
it in
beaten.
like warships or is it just in transport?
Ironclad would be in.
Is it in heavy duty? It could be in like any of
I
these
think it'd be.
categories.
I think it would be Freighter.
I don't
If
think
I
it's
was to
gonna
put the
be.
Ironclad in any of those, I'd put it Freighter.
I don't think it's gonna be because they want to sell big ships, right? So they'll do the Hull B here, and then they'll put the Ironclad here or here because they'll do the Ironclad Assault instead of the regular Ironclad. Perhaps, you know.
I don't know because I feel like heavy duty would be Reclaimer, Mole, even like Prospector. Like it doesn't say like big industrial. It just says industrial, right? So
True.
So
that's usually like mining,
what's the
salvage,
Drake one?
crafting, Clipper,
Yeah.
Golem,
No, Vulture. Sorry.
Vulture.
Yeah. So I'd be willing to bet Freighter will be Ironclad and Raylan.
And
Ground
Hull B.
vehicles.
Who cares? None of the ground vehicles are gonna make it. Who cares? Yeah, just say PTV.
Where's that PTV skin?
They'll ban it.
PTV skin from?
They'll ban it like they always do, and then yeah.
Exploration is going to be Carrick and anything new recently. Corsair is usually up there for that sort of role.
I don't think so.
Zeus, maybe? I don't think the Zeus is anywhere near as popular as those two, though.
Dude, the bot guy's back. See it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, bot guy, come give some subs over here.
Yeah, go to Croncy's channel, bot guy.
Underdog. Underdog will be interesting. Because I reckon you put like the Golem. I reckon Golem would be a cool one to put for an underdog. Yeah. Because it's tiny. It's a small one for sure.
Oh, here? Dude.
Oh, they've got an alien section. Sorry, that's where the Raylan
yeah, Raylan will be alien, maybe, but I would love to see the Prowler utility come out of there.
Oh yeah.
I love
I'd
that
be down
one.
for that 100%.
Yeah.
All
right, we got to give our top 4.
Do your top 4, and then also I'll say for anyone who's not in our Discord, join the Answer the Call Discord. We'll put in like a little prediction Google Doc or something I'll work on this week.
Okay.
And you guys can all do your top 4s. Winner gets, I don't know, a fond compliment from me. So
you
top
want me to
4.
Go first?
So I'm gonna look.
You go first.
I'm gonna go first. So I reckon top 4: Ironclad.
Okay.
Polaris.
Assume there's a troll one though.
There's usually not a troll one in the top 4. Top 8, there's usually a troll one, and then it gets
Bro,
outvoted.
the missile boat last year was in the top 4. Whatever that one, you know, the anvil one. I forgot the name of it now. That was kind of a troll.
Sorry,
one.
the Perseus, not the Polaris. I meant the Perseus.
Gladiator, Gladiator.
Ironclad, Perseus. Oh, this is where it gets hard. There's too many ships.
Yep.
Gladius always makes a deep run when it's available. Aurora Mark 2, nah.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think, like, what ships have people really resonated with in the last year?
Not many.
Oh, sorry. I think the Raylan probably makes a deep run.
That's why I said Golem Ox, because that people really like the Golem Ox.
M80. Ooh, M80 could make a deep run.
M80 probably makes a deep run. Yeah.
Yeah, the gunners love the M80.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go for that. So I'm gonna go Ironclad, Perseus, Raylan, M80.
Okay. I'm gonna go Ironclad. I'm gonna go Ironclad Assault because they're gonna
Hmm.
put it in big hitters. No, because
Yep.
again, it's gonna be Perseus. Perseus 100%, Ironclad
Yeah.
100%. I think those two are shoo-ins.
I think
And
those
then
two are solid choices. Yeah.
yeah, like there's no shot they're not gonna be there. I'm gonna say Pulse for the Troll. All right, Pulse for the Troll, and
Let's go.
yeah, I want Pulse for the Troll. And oh my goodness, what would my last one be?
If see the thing
I'm
is,
gonna
like,
go
if the
Wolf.
Idris is legal, I still actually don't think it gets voted as hard as some other ships. You
There's
know,
so many
like
Idris owners, and the skins are kind of shit, so they might want a cool skin on it.
it would be hard to get a new Idris skin.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say, like, if the Javelin was in game, I do think that's different. Like the Javelin is way cooler, but I
yeah.
don't know if the Idris. I don't know.
Ooh, can I change my troll one? Draymond Live put a good
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Oh,
Perseus,
the Salvation.
Ironclad, Salvation as the troll, because fuck that. I love that ship so much.
Yeah,
Salvation is my
yeah.
troll. And final one, I feel like should be like a combat-y ship. I'm like between the
Mm.
Wolf, the Shiv, and the M80.
Oh, the Shiv as well. Oh, okay. There are some bangers from this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my 4. And then I'm also going to say, everyone vote Mole. Hashtag Team Mole. It deserves a win. It is the best design ship in the game. It's the best aesthetics ever in the game.
Yeah, the most should go deep, but it
Do it.
won't.
And it never has.
Yeah.
Rip Mole.
What about the new gray market chip? I don't think people liked it very much.
It's fine. Like it's kind of interesting to use, but
I'm gonna
it's
go
not
Wolf.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Wolf as
Okay.
because again, I'm trying to think like people would be like, oh, will a cool skin look cool on this ship? A cool skin would look cool on the Wolf, right?
True.
So I'm gonna go with that. I don't think a cool skin would look cool on the Shiv. I think the Shiv needs to look
Yeah.
like a Gray's market ship and stay that way. What makes the Shiv
Yep.
cool is the things that you attach to it, not paints. So there you go.
I would say
That's
I
mine.
would say I actually would love to see the M80 and the Wolf fight off in one of the brackets. I'd be really curious to watch that one.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, so it's always kind of fun once we start doing the voting. I think this part
Yeah.
is weird because like everybody always gets mad because CIG just chooses the ships that they want to be in there, like, and then gives like a reward to some people who had maybe a good post or something or a cool post. But yeah, so
But they kind of had to start not directly choosing, but they did have to start like filtering it because otherwise every year it was going to be here's the Carrick. Oh, hey
Yep.
guys, the Carrick one. Oh, hey
Yeah.
guys, the Carrick's the top 4 again. Isn't that crazy?
it was getting cringe. It was getting cringe. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. With that, I think that will be fun. And if we have a few calls, which we might have a couple, we'll go to those guys and we'll give them a few minutes and then we'll call it a day. And again,
Sounds good.
guys could talk about whatever you want. This time.
And if you want to call in to answer the call, make sure you go into the description below if you're over on YouTube, head into Discord and go to the green room. If you're over on Twitch, !my podcast, follow the link.
Cool. Do you mind pulling in Final Storm while I put in their name? I wasn't ready this time.
Final Storm, how are we doing? What would you like to talk about today?
Well, hello again.
Hello.
To everyone. Pretty much just look. I mean, I was pretty negative last time I came here, but it's just the disappointment of being a Star Citizen gamer, I guess.
Yeah.
I've finally hit the 5th stage, which is just, I think I've burnt out. I was so excited the last few years, and this year I finally bought the Idris, and I did a full refund and bought a solar battery for my house. Because I finally
That's
realized,
probably a much better
use of money. Yeah.
Yeah. And then once I did that, I was like, wow, I've actually done something that's benefiting me instead of just sinking money, because I've already made 18 mistakes in the game so far that I've still got 7 sitting there to complete on the CCU game. So, but Yeah, I just haven't really been into the game this year. Um, it's
Is there
just
anything
boring.
like so obviously it's been very content focused the last 18 months. Is there just none of it's necessarily appealed to you?
Not really. Like the big TSG event. I mean, that was
Mhm.
kind of cool. I did enjoy that. Um, I had the M80. I did, the couple of other ships that came with the Tiburon. Like I bought all
Mhm.
them ships, and they were actually pretty fun. But the problem is, I just don't want to buy any more ships. I just want to be able to play the game and earn them, and I think
Yeah.
it's ruined it for me because I'm very deep, and not that that bothers me, but I'm a bit of against pay to win, and I'm not saying it's a pay to
You
win
bought an
game. It is.
interest.
Well, no, I didn't. I
Well, that's the
refunded
thing.
it.
It's
Okay.
true. No, but I think Mike, that this is like actually a really important perspective because I think this is going to be a lot of backers as time goes on. Right? Is they start to realize that their massive hanger means that now they don't need to play the game, and
Or,
that's
well,
boring. You
I
know?
mean, again, like we were talking about earlier, the game is lacking, and it's
Mhm.
and people are feeling bored, and the game isn't good enough to support the the amount of time you want to spend in it, right? And
Mhm.
why is that? And I think this year is really, really exposing it. Is like every corner you look past is another ship sale. Every sneak peek
Mhm.
is a ship sale or a armor sale or something, and it's just kind of like that is all this has ever been. So when you like somebody else said it in my chat today, I have all the ships I need. Now I'm bored. It's like the game, like they focused way too much on ships and
Mhm.
they didn't focus on what you do with the ships enough. And now everyone is getting bored. But the thing is, then you have Jared, and I'm pointing at my TV because it always comes up on the TV. Then you have Jared going on camera when we do see him, like every 6 months now, and he goes, "Player numbers are up. This number is up. Money numbers are up. Bug numbers are down. Everything's great. The last 18 months
Mhm.
has been the best." Anyone who says otherwise is being
I think this
disingenuous.
has been the best year of
Oh
Star
my god!
Citizen.
I didn't think the sounds were there, but the sounds are on. So it was that clip. I think that
Yeah.
this is the best year of Star Citizen ever, and he just goes off on this whole thing, and it's and that allows them to ignore what Final Storm is saying. But I think there
Mhm.
are a lot more Final Storms this year than ever
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I'd agree with that for sure. It's a sentiment that I feel like is popping up a lot more.
Yep.
Well, the biggest hype for me was base building. That is what
Mhm.
really, really concreted Star Citizen as the game I wanted to get into. So, I mean, that is coming. And I'm an industrial player. Like, I love the
Yeah.
Reclaimer and everything that I like, they're just not putting in the game. It's just, they just keep putting rubbish ship sales. And yeah, it's crazy. Like, I loved the game, and that's all I wanted to play. And now I've just been playing heaps of other games,
Yep.
looking at ones by smaller developers, enjoying the crap out of them because they're actually fun to play.
Yeah, I'm
Instead of,
playing
and I've been
Schedule
sitting
1
there
next week.
going,
Like,
Mm.
yeah,
let's go.
yeah. And I mean, this week specifically, so I couldn't get that one out.
Mhm.
I just I loaded up Star Citizen 5 times. I logged in, got to my hangar, I pulled my ship up, looked at it, and went, "F yeah," and then I just put it back down and went and played something else.
Yep.
And I
It
don't know how to get back into it.
it's really interesting as well. Like once again, this is not a perspective this is a perspective I've heard a lot in the last little while. And it's really interesting that this is happening when CIG have put more content into the game than before. It's like why? Why when they've put so many of these activities? Well, there's a bunch of reasons, right? There's like, well, half the activities don't work. Like they're consistently bugged or whatever, right? Uh, a lot of them are kind of like cool for the first time you run it, and that's it. There's not enough incentive to want you to grind them, or enough variation in when you play them to do them multiple times. Uh, and it feels like as well a lot of what like people did used to log on every single day pre like 312, you know, like way back, people would log in every day and just do random shit. And I feel like a lot of that doesn't exist anymore. And so it's like a lot of what veteran players maybe enjoyed about the game isn't there at the moment. And it's going to be a while until that comes back.
Yeah, but for me, I used to I was so excited because they would release a new ship every month and new CCUs, and the fact that I've stopped buying ships, that's what I think has killed it for me. Like even just the pieces, like I just enjoyed putting the
Oh,
ships
I've got an
together.
easy solution. Buy more ships then. We're done. Let's go. Uh, I think what it's
I think
you're
that's what
maybe not
keeps
getting
everybody involved because that's all there is.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I
I mean, it's
think-
not all there is. It's disingenuous, but
yeah.
it's such a focus. It's like, I don't know how to say. Is it like 90%, 80%? Like it doesn't matter. It's like more than 50.
And I
on,
just
like, their
struggled to get
importance
my
level.
I just struggled to get my real life mates into the game. Like I'm in an org, and they're an amazing org. Like they actually are really good. They do events. They do everything you can think of. Like you want to do it, and then they're very helpful too. Like people just help each other out. But then I go to my real life mates, and they're just like, "How much is the game?" I'm like, you can get Starship $49, and then they Google it and they see a $5,000 Odin, and they go, "I'm not playing that."
Good.
And yeah, and then I can't even get. I don't think I've gotten one person into the game. I mean, I've bought them all accounts. That's no joke. I bought them all starter packs just to make them log in. And I think the most they've played in total between like 5 or 6 of them is probably about an hour maximum between them.
Yeah, because they play other games and they take 5 minutes and see that this game doesn't stand up to any of those, and they're not going to waste their time with it, right? Like that's what most people out there are doing, and CIG keeps thinking everything is going great because of the people who actually are here, but I think they're missing like this big puzzle piece of like, but what about everybody else? Like, and like look at your buddies, like they see this Odin sale and they're like, what the fuck is that? And CIG just sees that they made 11 million in one day, right? But they're not seeing like the other knock-on effects that might have.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, it's got 12 lasers, this gun, and it can hold this much cargo. It literally does the best of everything. And they're just looking at me just thinking, this guy's an idiot.
Sorry, what's the meme with XQC where he's like 12 consoles, 5 Xboxes, but it's lasers and turrets on the
that's the Odin. It's literally the XQC meme.
Yeah. Look, I do have to say, like, even with what you're saying though, there are more and more new players playing every year than there have been in previous years, because a lot of those roadblocks are getting fixed. Not enough of them are getting fixed, of course not. The new player experience is still terrible. There's still far too many bugs, but it is in a stage that, at least, that like people are more. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Like the new people who are coming in probably wouldn't have kept playing the game 3 years ago, is what I'm saying.
True.
You know what I mean?
I think the ships,
but yeah, the roadblocks are still too hard.
Ships, getting in and out of your seat, walking around your ship, and landing on planets is just doing a shit ton of heavy lifting still, and you will get bored of that though. Like it will do the heavy lifting early, and you're just going to be like, "Wow, there's nothing like this," and then the rest of the time you spend going, "Wow, I wish everything else I enjoy from other games worked in this game." Because I want to love I want to love and I want to play this game every day, but man, it's hard. Like you get to that point quite quickly, but the initial stage is like, holy shit, this is amazing. But all right, Final Storm, final thoughts, and we'll let you go because we got a couple other people.
I'll just give you my 4 since you was talking about.
Oh, true, yeah,
nice.
Yeah, let's do that for everybody.
It's definitely going to be an Ironclad because I bought one of
100%.
them. It's going to be the Perseus because I bought one of them. It's going to be the M80 because I bought that too. And then I'm going to say Tiburon because I also bought that one. So it'll be my favorite.
I was seeing people say Tiburon before, and I just, like, it's cool. I like the Tiburon. It's fun. I don't think enough people like it. I don't think enough people know about the Tiburon, honestly, as well. I think it's one of those weird ships that, like,
silly enough though, the
wasn't
Tiburon's the one I
you know?
actually had the most fun with. Like I went out there soloing with big lasers because I actually, and before I go, so I sold the Idris because I got the
To buy 5
Tiburon
Tiburons.
and went, hang on a second, I can actually kill something with the Tiburon, but with the Idris laser that I paid $350 for, I can barely kill anything because I can't get it on target because it's meant to kill really big things. But the Tiburon was fun, so I was like, I'll just keep that and save the money, and now my house has batteries. Woo! Goodbye.
I'm still trying to figure out how your brain functions, where you could say I hate pay to win, and then bought every fucking pay to win ship this year.
Yeah, but I did buy the Aurora starter pack on another account. So without CIG knowing, I'm hoping that my other one, just gets gifted away places
Okay.
for free, of course.
All right, Final
Don't
Storm.
understand, Mike. I pay for other people to win. That's the real pay to win.
Yep. He is a true Star Citizen, folks. Final Storm, we'll let you go.
Cheers, mate.
You are the man.
My best in show, Polaris, says goodbye.
Yes, and you are thank you for keeping the company alive. We appreciate you. Thank you, Final Storm. Be good.
Thanks,
Catch you later, dude.
See you guys.
I will say
I need a
do
break
think
after
you
that.
can.
I like him.
I do think
obviously.
you can still. Yeah.
I like
do
him,
think
but
you can still be
just
against
funny.
pay to win and still be buying every ship. The big
You can
one
still
that
be
I've heard
against
is
it,
like,
but still do it.
oh,
I
100%.
think you actually can.
There's
yes.
this really cool. Yeah,
You absolutely
the
can.
main
To be
thing is
honest.
like the people that I've heard that have had that opinion, they're like buying like whatever ship they want and still be against pay to win. Is they're like, I recognize I'm buying this. I don't want to when I fly this be paying to win. I just think it's cool. It does whatever. I want there to be, insurance to impact the pay to win. I want upgrading to impact the pay to win so that it does become, you need to play the game to enjoy it.
I'll give a totally different take on it, but somewhat similar. Now take all this with a grain of salt. The guy who created Ashes of Creation, obviously there's whatever issues there. Maybe he's a massive piece of shit. Who knows? But he said something that made perfect sense to me. Years ago, this guy was a massive whale in oh my god, my brain, I'm on 3 hours of sleep, so my brain is not functioning. Begins with an A. It was an MMO that came out. And
Albion?
No. Not Arc.
Arcage.
Arcage. Yeah, Arcage. Okay. Yeah, Arcage. Massively paying to win in that game. But hates pay to win. But hates losing. And if everybody else around you is paying to win and it's available, like you almost feel like you have to do it if you want to compete. Like if you want to compete at the highest level and pay to win games, you have to pay to win.
Yeah, it's like, do you hate it? It becomes a thing of like, what do you hate more, the game itself or the pay to win? And then you kind of get forced to do the pay to win if you still enjoy the game. Yeah,
and if you're like him that has more time and money than sense, then you're gonna. Like, and that's like the evil concoction of pay to win games is like, if you have time and money, then you forget about it. Cause like the whole thing is supposed to balance the people who don't have time and have money cause they're working. And then the unemployed folks that play MMOs all day, every day that don't have a lot of money, but can play a lot. The balance breaks when somebody has time and money, and he's one of them. But yeah, so it obviously can. But
maybe that's where all the Ashes funds went. Anyone checked his Arcade account recently?
Yeah, I mean, probably. Like, the Ashes is not like an important part of the conversation, but when describing his, I mean, one of the reasons Ashes did die was because there's no pay to win in it. To be honest, that's probably why they started running out of money. But yeah,
especially that's it. Actually, it was like someone was like, when is Star Citizen just going to fail? And it's like, it's kind of not going to, just because they're making money. And that's all they need to do, really, is just to be continuing making money. And Ashes failed because it wasn't making money.
Making enough. I think it was making money, but just not enough for sure.
Exactly.
You can't just sell skins necessarily in a free alpha kind of experience. Like maybe in a post, but yeah. All right, let's bring in...
You need to have some money in the back end. Yep.
Absolutely. Let's bring in Warbot Nix.
How are we doing, Warbot?
Caller. Hello, Warbot. Oh, I left Final Storm up there. Warbot, you there?
I am here.
What's up, man?
Bam. There we go.
Yo, actually, I've had probably the opposite of Final Storm's thing right now. I actually took a break for
Mm-hmm.
like a month and a half, and not, half of it was, whatchamacallit, um, was not my fault per se. I was moving, so everything, my computer and
Sure.
everything, packed up. But at that time, I was like, huh, I want to play other games. That I have
Mm.
available to me in other places. And yeah, I've been enjoying it, and all the money actually went into TCG. So instead of
Yeah.
pay to bling,
Yeah, talk about pay to win. Come and play a TCG, guys. Don't have to.
yeah. Well, yeah, I play Gundam TCG, and funny enough, Riftbound
Yep.
follows in my locals, follows right
Yep.
after. So I see all the Riftbound guys right afterwards.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, TCG is another place to sink money into. But
Yep.
if you're a Pokebro, I guess you get your stunks. But I guess I'll start with my top four.
Sure.
Um, M80, I think, was very popular,
Hmm.
and I think should go far. Uh, I honestly think the UTV should make it to top 4 because I love that little thing.
UTV.
Yeah,
Look, there has to
like
be
that.
two ground vehicles. So,
But
so
they
what
don't
are
have
they
to
going to
go
be?
far.
Maybe.
But the UTV was so much
Imagine,
fun. Like the fact.
imagine second round. It's UTV versus Ironclad. Like, let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, Ironclad, I think despite its really rocky launch, is still getting a lot of traction because of its
Mhm.
aesthetics.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think
And like you could live
Perseus
on it
because
and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So
Yeah.
far, all like the both of us and the two callers we've had so far have said Ironclad, Perseus, M80.
It's hard
So
not to.
I'm seeing a trend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've pretty much given up all my other ships for the M80 and the Mole at this point, just because
Mm,
I do a lot more mining,
mhm.
and the M80 is just such a comfortable ship that can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, but overall though, like I wasn't actually, I was actually kind of when I put my setup together. The first game I logged into was not Star Citizen. I started playing Battlefield 6.
Mhm.
And some other games in my back catalog. And then it was when the Foundation Festival started, 4 people came up to me like, "Hey, have you heard of Star Citizen?" I said to them, like, "What?"
Hmm.
So they just started, like, I Only Have a Mustang started and Aurora Mark II. I was like, "Alright, I'm coming." So I and they were like, "So where do I go?" I'm like, "Oh, this is why you wanted me."
Mm,
So I took him to Rockbreaker, and it was 5 hours of them figuring stuff out.
mhm.
They actually had a lot of fun, and I actually had a lot of fun too. It was actually a lot more stable than I thought it would be because everyone
Mm,
was like throughout the time when I was on a break, I was just seeing so many like, videos and people's feedback like the servers are not working and everything. I'm like, "Oh, okay. I think I'll stay out for a while." But yeah, we had a lot of fun, taught them how to mine. They blew up a
yep.
few Silurium rocks, and I was very sad about that.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, but I understand where yeah, Final Storm went, and I think yeah, taking longer breaks here and there, and just holding off on spending on digital ships that don't really appreciate unless you're playing the CCU game, and then just spend it on cardboard or yeah, improvements to the house. Like I'm
Yeah.
now trying to save up money for a house myself now,
Mhm.
Good luck with
so
that.
I
that's why
think
I'm
I think it's
yeah
important. Like one of the things that was brought up in the last call, right, was just being
yeah.
burnt out. Everyone gets burnt out on a lot of live service games, right? You think people who were
Mm.
playing Fortnite in 2018 never got burnt out? You think every single one of those players is still playing every day? You're correct, they are. No, yeah, it's a typical thing, and you're going to get burnt out on Star Citizen a lot faster than you're going to get burnt out on those games. Of course you are. So
Oh yeah.
sometimes you do just take a break, and that's 100% fine. Doesn't matter what game it is. I think one of the things that like, and this may be the reason why they're still getting way more players than they were a couple of years ago, in terms of new player acquisition each year, is basically what you said. If you bring in a new player right now and things are working, which is an important distinction, because if things are not working, they will still quit out immediately. If things are working, those first few hours, if you're playing with someone who's played the game before, will be crazy. You'll go do Rock Breaker. A player playing Rock Breaker for the first time is going to be sick, especially if they're doing like one of the public Rock Breakers and some players rock up in the middle of it. You go and do Hathor for the first time with a bunch of players, right? You go and do the Irradiated Valkyr, whatever. All these things, especially the mixed combat ones, where it's like you're using ships and you're using FPS stuff, where just other games don't do that typically. Those first few hours for those new players is going to be great if things are working. So, you know, it's important to remember that like some of this content has, I think, a very solid impact in those instances, I guess.
Oh yeah, like yeah, but then what I'm going to be doing tonight and streaming for the first time for SC again is yeah, we're going to go try out the Yormandi fight together
Yep.
with a bunch of us. And then I told them about Siege of Orison and how that's coming, and they didn't know what that was. And actually, I couldn't figure out like what's the max player count per instance.
4.
Oh, so it has to be 4 only. Okay,
Mhm.
so we'll have to run 2 groups then.
And so far, at least, it seems pretty balanced for 4 players. Like solo, it's so hard, but then like 3 people, it's fine. But yeah, definitely 4 players.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's just that like I was surprised that like new people were still coming in with interest, and some of these actually are real life friends. I was like, what the? I thought
Yeah.
the game was on fire right now.
Doesn't mean it's not. Just means, you know, maybe a little less on fire than it has been in the past.
Yep. Well, that's about it.
Mhm.
I was just like try. I just decided to come back and see like how everything was doing, and wanted to give my 2 thoughts on my return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. No,
So.
it's good to get that perspective. I'm always happy about it.
Mhm.
Welcome back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already starting the clock. Next burnouts.
Very soon.
Um.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well. All right. Take care, guys. Good luck on your polls, Croncy.
Cheers, man. Have a good one.
Bye, Warba. All right, and our final caller, Sweet and Sour Mike. Is this related to me or something? I'm confused.
Sweet and Sour Mike, how you doing?
Hey,
How's it going?
how you guys doing?
Right, Hudson. I was like, I always go like, I recognize the like the profile picture. How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Lovely.
Similar to Warbot, I've taken like a month or 2 month break from Star Citizen,
Mhm.
and first time came back, loaded directly into several server errors back to back to back for about, I don't know, 20 minutes straight.
Was this yesterday at was this roughly 22 hours ago?
With past 24 to 48 hours, yeah.
Okay, yeah. It might have been me. Sorry. My bad.
It was in PTU?
Oh no, this is
On
PU.
live. Okay.
Yeah.
On
Interesting.
live, yeah.
Interesting.
But I thought 30K was
Yeah.
gone.
It is. It's so
No.
crazy.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
true either, 'cause
40K now.
I got two 30Ks also.
Yeah, we got a couple of those a couple weeks ago. Doing
Yeah.
the whatever event it was recently. I don't remember. We got like 2 or 3 random 30Ks.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Well, I was gonna last week I was gonna go into like an in-depth kind of discussion about guns in this game. Not so much critiquing the new one, the Arlington. Love it,
Mhm.
by the way. Looks fantastic.
It's so good. It's so much fun. I was iron sighting with the Arlington all yesterday and today in Siege. It's such a fun gun. It really, really is. There's like nothing more satisfying than just popping headshots with that with iron sights over and over and over again and feeling like you're in like a terrible early 1900s cowboy film.
Right. I guess my one issue with the Arlington, which is not the Arlington itself, but it's just kind of how CIG treats guns in general.
I'm going to go to sleep during this
Is
conversation, just so you know.
Yeah, yeah, you're
Gun
fine.
nerds, I can't do it. It's a video game. So that's going to be my opinion, and that's all I'm going to say right now. Wake me up when you're done.
Well, my issue is like how CAG treats like every single weapon has to have its own individual magazine, and
Yes,
not
that is
like
annoying. That is annoying.
like
And
not
actually, no, I think that is a. I fully go to bed.
Mike is actually going to bed.
I do think that's annoying. And that's from a gameplay perspective. I know nothing about guns, right? I think from a gameplay
Well,
perspective, that's really annoying. One thing I like that like a lot of other guns will do, sorry, a lot of the games will do, including like Tarkov, which I know can like be a bit more realistic or whatever, but just having like ammo types and then guns taking ammo types, and that being the thing,
I agree with
right?
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that feels
yeah,
a lot.
well, it's like I've been playing for the past month and a half, 2 months, Gray Zone, which is kind of like a Tarkov clone, basically.
Yeah.
And you have like 3, 4, 5 different guns that can use the same type of magazine, which that's kind of the
Yeah.
same way that's like in real life. It's like in real life you have the AR, but you also have the AUG and the
Mhm.
Tavor and whatever the British used to use, the SA-80 and the Desert Tech MD, whatever. They all use a Stanag magazine. Even like the light machine gun, the M249, it's a dual feed system. It can feed from a belt or a AR magazine.
I think to because
And
like yeah,
that
the
would be a little
realism
bit more
point
that would be more complicated to implement, but I'm just saying that there should be more
but would it?
commonality with the magazines.
Would it
It's,
though? Is the real question. Um, I think
hmm,
even like taking away the like realism of it, you go. I'm going to use Siege as the example because it's just what I've been doing for the last few days. When you open up the big boxes of Siege, and you have the big ammo crates that are inside the big boxes, it's like 30 lines of things you don't care about, and you're just trying to search for like specifically Kana rifle magazine or whatever, right? And that's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's purely from a gameplay perspective, it's annoying, and it's one of those things that could use some dumbing down, maybe
Yeah.
right.
If
to
more
make it
And
things
better.
it's
use different ammo, but you also needed like I like the idea that you need the magazines in Tarkov still.
Yeah, but
right.
then even then, you're still not like you're then just looking for the ammo after you have the magazines, right? So there's still like when you're actively looking for stuff, I guess it's easier. Um,
Well, you can have like
yeah.
in like Tarkov and Gray Zone, you empty your magazines. You still have the
Mhm.
magazines. You don't just discard the
Yeah.
magazine.
Mhm.
So if
Yeah.
you find loose ammo, you can you can fill those magazines up on whenever you have time.
Which they already gave us the buttons for like refilling our magazines while we're in our actual
Right.
fights and stuff. So
But
why not just keep it a
you
thing,
have
I
to load
guess?
it from other magazines. But that's kind of like, but if you have like a multiple different guns, like I
Mm.
think the P4R and the FS9, I think they both chamber 5.56. I might be wrong on that, but
Well, I was also
it's
under the impression,
Like they actually
lore
have
wise,
calibers.
yeah, they
they
actually
do,
have
but I
calibers,
was
and I think they're the same one, but you can't take
yeah.
ammunition from like assuming, I'm just assuming, if the
Mm.
P4R and the FS9 they use the same round, you can't take ammunition from the
Yeah.
FS9. If you find the FS9, you can't use
Not
that to refill
currently,
your
at
magazines
least.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
vice versa. Yeah, not current.
That doesn't mean that they don't want to. It kind of sounded at some
Yeah.
point, and I vaguely remember them saying it. It was Torsten, if I remember, talking
Mm.
about like doing more standardization there and the back end to open up for that
Mhm.
possibility at some point. But then again, it's like one thing said on an ISC 5 years ago that just like
Yeah.
never ever fucking happens, and it's
By a
like
dev who might not even be there anymore, you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
Um, sorry,
And it
yeah, I
would
just
be the
wanted to make
same thing with like batteries too, you know.
yeah, for sure. I just wanted to mention as well because I was fairly sure I was under the impression that like lore wise, the P6, P8, and P4, because they're the same, like they're supposed to be like the same core gun that you modify to turn into those other
they should all use
variants.
the same ammo.
Right, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Just from a thinking perspective. So,
The sniper can't use
there's
the
stuff
same
they can do.
ammo. Maybe it would. You would think it would be a
Well,
bigger bullet,
it
right?
can, Mike,
PSXLR.
because it's a sci-fi game and it works. It works because I
Well, the
said so, and this is the paragraph that makes it work. You know,
I mean,
well,
yeah.
the
I'm with
P6LR
you.
is
I'm with you
interesting
there.
because they say I think they say at one point at some place it's 8mm, but on the magazine it's a 50 cal BMG. So there's actually like some conflicting stuff going on there.
Right.
But
now we have Zach who's just doing guns, so maybe it'll get better. Never mind, they're just making more guns to put paints on and sell in the fucking pledge store. And my
Right.
sniper is still shooting me in the wrist when I'm trying to heal myself. But thank God we have Zach not making creatures anymore and just working on guns.
Oh, please, Zach, before you ever leave the company, can you please give us a skin like of the med gun that just is a P4? And we just, like, please.
Yeah. or an April Fool's.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. But unpopular opinion for the Arlington, possibly. I think it would probably been maybe a little bit better as an energy weapon. Space cowboy, laser.
That is very
lever action.
Star Wars, right?
Fair
It's
enough.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like Star Wars weapons that just are like energy snipers or whatever, but they look like an old Remington or whatever.
Yeah, well, like the whatchamacallit, Mando's
Yeah.
rifle, his disintegrator. It's actually based off of it's a model 1873 Springfield trapdoor. That's what that's based on. So that when
Holy
he's
shit,
taking
you
out,
are a gun nerd.
yes, I am.
A
Damn.
sci-fi gun nerd.
Yeah.
Sci-fi. Well, the stormtrooper machine guns or whatever, those are based off of it's MG42s and
Yeah, wow.
it's another British light machine gun from World War One. I mean, there's a lot of kit bashing going on back in those days. Han Solo's,
Which also was that was like the point too, is it was supposed to look like there was a lot of kit bashing going on, and they were using like jank.
Yeah, and then Han Solo's blaster is it's a Mauser broom handle.
Yeah, that one I was gonna say. That's the one I recognize the most from like real life. But
yeah.
Okay.
But let's see here. Predictions.
Yeah, top four.
You're four, top four.
Oh man, you're gonna be so surprised.
Ironclad.
Perseus.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know 3 of them.
Well, it depends on where they put stuff, really. Because I'm gonna say,
like some of these may not be able to top 4 because they end up
because they might compete
in the top 8. Yeah.
Well, yeah, well, it's gonna be like 4 different classes, right? You're not gonna have 2 from the same class, so it's kind of like It's like I would say, like Perseus, obviously, Ironclad, unless it's the Ironclad Assault, the M80, and the Raylan, unless the Raylan and the Ironclad are in the same thing, but they could be put in heavy hitters, or it could be the Ironclad Assault.
I feel like
or
it is
whatever.
very reasonable for them to, when they do up the bracket, having transport against heavy duty makes a lot of sense to me, just in general. So like probably unlikely to get 2 from those.
My troll suggestion would be the fire extinguisher.
Hey, take it into EVA, best transport there is. Let's go.
Right.
It is technically a ship.
Can you pledge for it though? That's the problem.
Eventually, I'm sure you will be.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a skin.
You pledge for a ship. It comes with the ship. So technically,
but yeah.
Awesome.
But yep.
All right, Hudson.
That's all I got.
Yeah, we appreciate the call. Thanks a lot. I learned a lot about guns that I will immediately forget.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be more than happy to tell you more if you want to learn.
We know.
I'm good.
We know. All right, Hudson.
All right.
Be
Have
good,
a good
man.
one, mate.
Bye
Thanks
now.
for calling.
Yep.
Catch up.
Oof. I'm hitting the wall. That is
yeah.
That is my time. But hey, some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to hear this stuff." I think I always enjoy I listen to all sorts of crazy YouTube stuff. I always enjoy listening
Yes.
to people who are super passionate about something. I can listen,
Mhm.
like, I watch farming YouTube channels and shipping YouTube channel, and they're all just super passionate people. So
Yeah.
those are the best people to listen to. I find that enjoyable. I imagine that's why you guys are here, because we're super passionate about Star Citizen. I think that's probably a big part of it, right?
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, Daggerwin, there's one. This guy farming sim, loves that
Yeah,
shit,
yep.
and it's just easy to watch. But yeah, so I think that's where we'll leave it next week.
Mhm.
Hopefully, there's a little something more to go on. We still had a decent length podcast, but again, the
Yeah.
substance is kind of drawn at straws now. It's just
Yeah.
place your bets. Is there video content next week? Probably not, but there'll be a patch
Well, it
update the following
depends
week.
if patch launches this week, which it only went to
We
open
know.
wave on the weekend. So
We already know when it is. He said
Do we?
mid-August. Yeah, he already said mid. The
Yeah.
last time you had video content, which is why you forgot because it was 6 years ago, he said mid-August.
Okay. So probably no patch release this week. If it does, it'll be right at the end of the week.
Yeah.
But if they do get patch release, then we should expect a patch video because we still got
Mhm.
those, and they ship. Actually, the ship one usually comes the week before, so we might actually see a ship one this week.
Maybe. It's the Stingray or whatever, so we might see it.
Yeah.
It's possible.
And then monthly report. We will get a monthly report this month, so that's
Yes.
gonna be a big one.
True. Hopefully. Unless the whole team is on Squadron and it's nothing.
3 lines long.
We've
Still
had
on
a couple,
Squadron, guys, sorry.
dude. We've had a couple monthly reports with no, core gameplay stuff,
Yeah.
or we've had a few of
They've
those.
been shorter. They're still pretty dense, but they've been shorter for sure.
You know what I'll be looking out for in the monthly report? The economy
Mm.
section this week, because that one dude on the economy team has been going off on Spectrum, talking about Ashland and like that trade run that people have been doing.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, wonder if they touch on that pretty heavily and future plan, blah 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 blah. Because he's been talking a lot, and that's been really enjoyable to follow and be like, it's always so enjoyable to hear devs from Star Citizen that are just kind of get it and are not full on ship sailors.
100%.
The behind the ship sometimes are hard to listen to because it's these artists that are just selling you a spaceship like it's a car. It gets kind of frustrating, even though they're just they're really in love with the thing that they worked hard on. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at them. But I can consume that kind of content a lot more. But yeah, I think that's enough of an outro. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, I've been very well taken care of by you guys. Check out Croncy. Throw him some subs if you guys haven't yet, because that's where you should be getting your Bandu Cube, all right? And yeah, make sure you follow us. Check us out, because the drops will be going on for another week. So if you guys haven't gotten your Atlas skin, yeah, make sure you get that. Just 4 hours watching one of us or another Star Citizen content creator. So in case you aren't aware, just get the free thing. It takes nothing to do. And with that, guys,
leave your computer on overnight.
Yeah, just walk away. It's really simple. And thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget to
answer the call.
Yeah, bye, everybody.